Hey everyone, this is Matt. In today's video I'm going to be talking about funk drumming. This is a requested video from one of my subscribers who sent me a message as far as like coming up with a drum part for a funk track. Now I had used this particular track, this is from Jamtrack's channel. It's a great track, very funky, very soulful. So for me it's all about feeling the song and really locking into what the bass player is doing and really adding in a lot of ghost notes, making the song interesting, for the drum part. So I'll be talking about ways that I sort of, just go about developing a part for a song like this. So let me start the track, and we'll listen to it first, and I'll kind of point out things I look for and just ways that I, try to really make the groove interesting. So let's get started. So let me start the track, and I'll just let you hear it first. And like I said, I had used this track in another video that I did, just sort of a jam video, a jam with Jamtracks. So if you notice at the beginning, there's no bass. Then the synth comes in, but there's still no bass guitar. But it's in 4. It's in 4. It's a very laid-back, funky 4. 4/4. So 2 times around, there's no bass guitar. Okay, it goes through the little progression with the electric guitar with the wah going. It goes through that once, and then the second time around, the synth comes in. Okay, for another time around, and then the bass kicks in. So at the beginning of the song, those first 2 times through the little progression there, I would probably just noodle around the hi-hat, trying to accent on 2 and 4. Maybe something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe throw in a 5-stroke roll just to make it sound a little more fun and interesting. Alright. And with a groove like this on a hi-hat, you got to be really mindful of the accents. Don't play everything the same volume. Alright, make it really smooth and funky. Okay? So let me just let you hear what that sounds like. Okay. Well, what I may do is just let him play first. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll come in with the synth right here. And then I'll come in with the bass. When the bass comes in, I'll come in with the groove. Now there's a couple of different ways you can play this. You can choose to play it just straight ahead. Just a, straight ahead kind of funky, laid back. Okay, something like that. Or you can add in a lot of ghost notes, which is what I typically do, just to fill in all that empty space. Maybe open up the hi-hat, throw in a quick little 5-stroke roll in the hi-hat, and maybe open the hi-hat a couple times. Something like that. And that kick drum part that I'm doing is very close to what the bass player is doing. I'm not hitting all the notes that he's hitting because he's throwing in a lot of stuff in there. But that's just sort of a straight ahead kick drum pattern that I'm doing. But it fits. Okay. Start over. So we'll let the guitarist play first. Alright, now I'm going to come in with the synth. Now if you notice that I shifted over to the ride cymbal just to make it a little more interesting, and I was accenting. Okay, instead of just playing one straight constant. And something else. Let me just let the track play. There's some hits in the song that I'm hitting along with. I'll point them out to you. Right there. I'll do it again. So what I'm doing, instead of just going, hitting along with those notes, I'm throwing in some ghost notes just to fill in the emptiness. Just a quick little doubles there. Very subtle. And then occasionally I may mix it up and accent the backbeat on one of those. Okay? That sort of fits. Let me start the track again and I'll play that part. Just let it play. Okay. Okay, that's kind of the gist of it. That's a loop. It goes on for about 2.5 minutes, but it's a good way to practice. I mean, jam tracks are invaluable to a drummer to practice with. You can really just experiment with all different kinds of grooves and fills, and just make up, your own part, and it could be your song, your drum part. So those are just some ideas for a track like this. It's a really cool track, very funky. Funk music, I mean, the drummer can really have a lot of fun and make the drum part really interesting and really turn some heads, throwing in all those ghost notes and all those little fills. It's a great way to practice executing fills, especially in a slow, very laid-back song like this. So thanks for the request, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.